MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball finds us at Target Field in Minneapolis on this fine Wednesday night. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Pablo Lopez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Leading off for the Red Sox,
Jake Duran.
the center fielder.
He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Duran.
And we are underway from the Twin Cities as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500
first
baseball
pitch,
of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
3-0 now.
3 balls.
Yoshida will be next. And that's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Rafael Devers is looking to turn it around right now. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Yoshida is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from right side. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you'll see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that brings up the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. He lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Row, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate, will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 4th, the first baseman, number 2.
Standing in, Alex Bregman. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Moving under it, Obradovich. And that ends the inning. Red Sox lead 1. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Garrett Crockett, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does it.
Stepping in, Darren Obradovich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. One and one.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
One. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. Even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Bregman backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Look, man, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Fouled away. And he got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box, Tim Koo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Tapia. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Leading off for Boston, the catcher.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Alfaro.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of the ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this.
We thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
The 1-2. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Raimel Tapia.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play deep. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Into the box now, Christian Arroyo. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a ball.
Fastball just missed above
Count
the zone.
1-0.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first
Ball
base,
2.
he's probably getting a
2
fastball.
balls,
He's
no
probably
strike.
getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Alfaro stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Settling in now,
Leading
Sean
up for the
Obradovic,
Twins,
as he'll get his
the
first
right fielder,
opportunity in this one.
Sean Obradovic.
First pitch of the at-bat. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Obradovic, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Hit out towards second. Lexmatter has it. He will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
So here's how the both stops are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, let's take a look at Rafael Devers. He got rushed to the big league super quick because the guy could flat rake. Defense has lagged a little bit behind. Had some throwing issues early, but working on his craft and continuing to get better every year.
At the plate, Dan Robinson. He comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duran is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6.
So
The
digging in now,
hitter,
Willie Castro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1's the count.
Changes up on
1-1.
him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Can't find his own there, and it's 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heat.
Popped him up. Bregman waits on it, and that's the third out. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Hit to first. Oh, he has some trouble with it. Stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
That is not the first spot.
Digging in, Nico Goodrum. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Center field.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. High piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Jake Duran is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason.
Now that
to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm going to worry about this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy's strong.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results.
Leading off for the
and one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ryan Jeffries, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 0-2. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Try again. 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth.
Now batting number 89. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning form.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Looked at for ball number 2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Hit out to second. Ruxleiter fields the failure. With this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll have ready for another chance. He'll look to bounce back after striking out last time up.
Yeah, he's got to get that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
1-1.
And that misses. 1-1. On a lift to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Digging in to try it again. Jorge Alfaro. Base hit in his first trip. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Alfaro is exactly a .220 hitter, so he'll look to improve on that if he can a little bit here.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball play.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
Liner towards second. There to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So stepping in, Raimel Tapia. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back on it to the track, and this one bounds around against the wall. Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he's in there at third with a 2-out triple.
Now batting.
And the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Popped him up. Robinson has a play, and the inning is over. But an RBI triple gets the Red Sox a run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Now 1-0 Boston. Riding in once again, Darren Obradovich. Back to the
Leading
top of the lineup as
Twins.
they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
Darren.
No doubt about that, Ned.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
figured this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. It's put in play to the right side of the infield. Well, that one's got the pitcher, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, number 22. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
That ball got him right there.
Well, he's really been good all game
Now
long
batting.
until that one.
The
He
third
was
baseman.
definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Into the box now, Tim Koo. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And another foul ball. In the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Up next to the Twins.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sean Obradovic. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's by him. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
One ball.
And he misses there, 1-2. Runners off for second. Walked it in the air out to right field. Hoppy is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Minnesota. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in, Rob Refsnyder. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
And the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Number 89 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Niko Goodrum was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in and looking for more, Jake Duran. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff and pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce it.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
He pulls this one into right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. At the top of the fifth is still alive. The ball now at the plate. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
The 1-0 delivery. And there he goes toward second. Pitch misses. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ball 4.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now back.
So 2 on with 2 away. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. A ball and no strike.
0-1, no strike.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful if he can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
That evens it up 1-1. Yoshida on at first with 2 down. There's a drive out through the gap in left center. Duran rounds the corner and is headed home. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay home.
Oh, he got it.
And it's not in time. He's safe. As they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Alex Bregman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Oh, and he misses it. And if he's lucky in time, he should be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
A high fastball is in there. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner.
Leading off
So it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I got the count. Oh,
these are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Alfaro corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Robinson retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Willie Castro. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Liner towards second. He's high as he makes the catch. Well done. So striking in, Brooks Lee. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike.
And down,
Fastball
1 and
that
1.
crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Duran. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down. Now in the box, Raimel Tapia
Leading off
set
for
to
the Red
lead us
Sox,
off in the 6th
The
inning.
right fielder, number 15, Raimel.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Ready on 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad.
Now
That's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Rob Refsnyder.
Ready now, Rob Refsnyder. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it on the first, and with it, that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Boston's out in front, 3-0. Now at the plate, Ryan Jeffries. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
1-2 to the Twins catcher. That's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Doesn't offer it the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead.
He was right, good one, and there's 1 down now.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. It's taken. Now it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will he'll get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 89 just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Outside, that's a ball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So striding forward now, number 22. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Low here, ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Falling for it, Duran. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Niko Goodrum.
Leading
He
off for
struck
Boston.
out and flied out 0 for 2 so far.
Niko Goodrum. Ladies
Paul
and gentlemen,
Hamels is
your
on to pitch
attention,
from
please.
the bullpen now to start
Now
inning number
pitching
7.
for the Twins.
First pitch of the
Number
at-bat on
32.
its way.
Goal.
He'll try to bunt his way out as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, he was planning that before he even got the first. And he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jake Duran. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. 1 out, nobody on. Koo trying to get there. Payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be another hit. Coming in, Yoshida, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Hits inside the throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second. The stolen bases that close interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. This is pulled into right. Well, just a hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now that is the third baseman, Rafael.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rafael Devers drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on straight.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here comes another 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Red Sox lead 1. They lead it 3-0.
7th inning stretch.
Number 32 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 32.
Up next for Minnesota, Tim Crew. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
The third baseman, Tim Crew.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving right into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
In now, Sean Obradovich. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. So 1-1 home. Misses.
I got 2 on the count.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on the 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Full count. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
The next twin up, Dan Robinson. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 0-1 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. Refsnyder gloves it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Alex Bregman got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a change-up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. He's set and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation. To pull the string on that changeup, he knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
The count 1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a circle change.
1 ball,
It hits the
2
target.
strikes.
1-2. On a line to shortstop. But it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Number 15, Raimel Tapia.
Stepping into the box, Raimel Tapia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Tapia brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup.
Drilled to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
You know, as a former infielder,
Now
Danny,
batting.
they always say you can't
The
be in 2
designated
places at once.
You got to be a little frustrated
The
with that. That's tough when you make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side. Normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not. And now you've got a couple of guys on.
Comes set and the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And that's a home run into the top tank. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Standing in now, Rob Refsnyder. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, making 1 for 4 in the game now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
Excellent pitcher right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
That's ball 2.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going
Your
his way.
attention, please.
He's thinking more about
Now
that than the
pitching for
task
the
at hand.
Twins.
And right now he needs to think
Number
about this
44.
hitter.
Cole
Cole.
Sands enters now in a mop-up
Sands.
role as he'll
Count
try to
is
keep
2-1.
the deficit right where it is. Sands, a 25-year-old, this is his first year at the big league level. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder,
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jake Duran. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Twins nothing. leading off the inning, Willie
Leading off for
Castro.
the Twins,
And they'll need him to get
the
something
designated
going
hitter,
here.
Willie
First pitch of the at-bat.
Castro.
D-Rod.
Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
No ball,
Changeup gets
two
him out
strikes.
in front for strike two. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or the strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Brooks Lee. Should look
Count
at a
1-0.
fastball too high for ball one. No hits to this point. Line to the right side. Tapia is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher,
Ready
Ryan
once again, Ryan Jeffries. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And they'll start him with a fastball
Ball one,
low
no
for
strike.
ball one.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and
That's out.
flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Yoshida. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
number 35.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up his fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heat.
Chase, he's good.
He's prepared for this next day, baby.
Now batting,
Rafael
the third
Devers, the
baseman.
next to bat.
Rafael
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside,
And
ball
that
1.
misses inside 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
Boy, this guy's off to some kind of series.
The first
and
baseman,
he's
number
one of the
2.
better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on your craft.
Alex Bregman stands in as he looks at a called strike.
D-Rod.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And he looks at a called strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher,
Standing
Jorge
in, Jorge Alfaro.
Alfaro.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knee. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
0-2.
Yoshida at second. Devers is over at first with 1 away.
The count
Down
is
and
1
away,
and
it's
2.
a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of it.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm
The
like
right
that.
fielder,
If you
number
can
15,
spot your pitches there
Raimo.
in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Here it comes, 0-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Ladies and
Richard
gentlemen,
Dyer is
your
into the ball
attention,
game
please.
now as he'll make his 5th
Now pitching
appearance of
for
the season
Boston,
here.
number 48,
In now,
Richard
number 89.
Wyatt.
He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready, here's the first offering. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. Grounded to first. Redmond has it, and a step out of first himself for the out.
Now
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Darren Obradovich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ripped down the line. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
And definitely
Number
worth
22.
another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. He's got it, and the Red Sox have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Boston took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Garrett Crockett earns his 5th winner of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the American League Central, the Boston Red Sox tossed a combined 1-hitter as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-0. A.J. Pollock was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the M's to the win over Kansas City 24-4. The Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-2. Johnny Cueto got the win throwing 8 shutout innings, leading the White Sox to a victory over their Windy City rival Cubs 4-0. The Detroit Tigers got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-3. The Halos had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 9-5. They now have 5 straight wins. The Rays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. The Orioles brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-1. Chris Sale twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 3-0. He is currently in the Phils 4-0.